Hello everybody, back here again, and today is Thursday the 19th. If you don't know what I'm doing with this, go back and watch the first 18th, I guess. So anyway, today was a pretty good day. I really felt like I got quite a bit accomplished. Spent, I'd say, 90% of the day out in the garage. Had the wood stove going and rocking well. I was enjoying that. Actually working in the garage most of the day with just a t-shirt on. I can't believe how nice you can get a garage even with no insulation and a bunch of holes around it, with a little wood stove going and just basically crank that baby up and turn a little fan on it. So seems to do a really good job with that. I was able to accomplish got almost all the styrofoam coolers up in the roof rafters like I wanted to. I've got 10 left, which will be one more row, and then I get 3 left over. Don't know what I'll do with those 3, but I've got virtually the whole north side of the roof done, which is where the heater is, so it's going to really kind of do the best, I guess, best bang for the buck at that moment. So anyway, other than that, I went ahead and I got a dog ramp finished for the back, little Papillon that tends to want to trip and fall on the steps every once in a while. And then you have to run down and get him and bring him back up. And in the wintertime, it gets kind of old pretty quick. So I also got a wooden door with rustic barn board shelves finished. I was pretty happy to have that done. Also got a handful of things in the garage, just kind of moved around, kind of a little bit reorganized, not a lot yet, but making some progress. I can see see a benefit to it. Pretty excited about that too. I also realized I do have to hurry up and get the rest of that done, because while cutting the boards for that ramp and that, I end up outside with a table saw, and that's just a pain in the butt. I mean, luckily it wasn't raining, but it was super cold, and it wasn't snowing, that kind of stuff, but I was out there and it is definitely cold today, and it's not a flat surface, it's just a mess. You gotta drag cords out, and then you gotta put everything back up in, and inside I should be able to have that set up where I can just knock it out real fast, put it back together, and basically, I guess, collapse it back down. I also need to build a in-feed and out-feed table for that. In-feed's not a big deal, but I definitely want some side tables, and I want an out-feed table. So I'm thinking about trying to build myself a workbench and actually design it to fit around my table saw. So the table saw will become part of my workbench with the blade down. I don't have any guard for it, the ones that kind of would hang over the top and kind of sit above your saw blade. I have no idea what ever happened to that thing. I haven't seen that in probably, I don't know, 10 years or so. So not concerned about that being in my way the rest of the time. I just really am tired of not having an outfeed table, and that little slide out on that little crappy one I've got, which I believe is a skill saw, is definitely not good enough for ripping 4x8 sheets of plywood by myself. And I'm always out there by myself. I have had my wife help me in the past once, which was last summer or the summer before, I don't remember which now, ripping a piece of plywood out there, and she wants to pull when she's supposed to be holding up, and it's kind of a mess, and I haven't taken the time to teach her because it's not really worth it, because I know she won't be out there very much. So you hate to spend a lot of time teaching somebody how to do something safely and properly, in that, when best I can do at the moment is just teach her how to do it safely. So properly has to come at a different time. So anyway, other than that, enjoying the day. Had really nothing going on for production wise. Oh, actually, I guess I did. I actually came inside long enough to cook my wife some seafood Alfredo. I actually made it from scratch for the first time. So it was a pretty simple recipe, but the cheese I used, couldn't find the cheese I actually was looking for. Ended up with I guess more of a processed version of it in a tub instead of a solid where I could grate it and melt it in, and it left a real gritty texture to it. Was not pleased at all with it. My wife got home from work last night. She had a bowl, and she claimed that she didn't mind it. The flavor made up for the grit. Didn't even mind the grit that much. So I'm wondering if while it set in the pan for I don't know, probably 5 hours before she got home, if maybe some of that grit had went away. I haven't tried any yet, myself, to find out for sure, but we'll look and see and go from there. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Hope you guys are enjoying some of these, and if not, I'm really kind of doing this for myself more than I'm doing it for you guys at the moment on this one anyway. I also did do more videos for you guys, which I done a bunch yesterday, and hopefully I'll get them edited and put up, I'd say early next week is my goal, because I got a bunch of junk going on this weekend. So you guys have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe.